Hey guys, Yxlarb here, and I'm bringing it back to you with Nerf and Strike for the Wii, and we're gonna start going against Komodo. I'm gonna call him Komodo just because, and we're gonna go into Pummel. Now, as you can see, there's that emblem on the door, and that describes the game type, which has to do with cubes apparently. Let's just jump on in. Now, this is where we get into the weapon selection for each stage. So now you can't use any weapon for any stage. I mean, actually there might be a few where you can use any weapon of your choice, but some really restrict you. Now, when there's a new weapon flashing on screen like this, we'll actually go over this weapon first.
Raider CS6. This 09N strike blaster is as cool as they come. Firing at 2.2 darts per second and boasting a load capacity of 6 rounds, this sleek-looking blaster is a jewel in any N-Striker's collection.
Alright, now basically, if you win with this blaster on the stage that it's, flashing as new on, you unlock it for use in other stages. Now, this is actually where we get into a problem I see with this game, is that there's a huge gun selection, but you really only use each gun 1 or 2 times maybe, and there's a few guns which you'll use 3, 4, maybe 5 times. So, the selection isn't totally necessary unless you're going back through the game and trying it differently, but basically, I'm going to try to use all the new weapons. There's one particular stage where I'm like, maybe I won't be able to do it. But this one, we should be able to use the Raider CS6 easily.
Pummel. Clear the platform of all the blocks, except the goal blocks. Be careful. Knocking all of the goal blocks off the platform will end your game.
Alright, now let's go over a few things. First of all, you can see the ranks over there to the right. 10,000 points gets you bronze, 20,000 silver, and 25,000 gold. Obviously, the amounts will change depending on the level we're playing. Now, to get gold, you basically have to go above and beyond. Now, you're timed here. So, basically, just the fastest you can get the blocks off, the better. But so here, it's, really not that bad to, get the highest rank. But in later stages, basically, it'll give you an opportunity to end the stage right now, or you can continue to play to accumulate more points. So if you just want to finish quickly, you probably won't get gold all that often. So don't expect me to be getting gold all the time. I just basically have to beat the bronze score, which is 10,000. So let's just jump on in.
A man's gotta know his limitations, and I'm about to teach you yours.
Now,
Let's go.
the speech limitations are just that. They're very limited. He'll basically be saying the same 2 or 3 lines during events and right before and after, so don't expect too much to be different. And same goes for Shane. Now, these explosive blocks explode, these invisible ones disappear, these ones decrease in size, the green ones with the arrows, and if we see yellow ones with arrows, that one increases in size. So basically, that's what we had to do. We had to shoot them off the platform. As you can see, we're timed up there. We got under 70 seconds left. I'm not really showing much haste here, like I should be. But I mean, it's not all about the score. It's also about just getting it done sometimes. But yeah, basically the Raider, if you guys have never used it in real life, it basically acts like a shotgun. It's like a pump action sort of thing, and it's super cool, honestly. I've never actually had one. I remember when it came out, that was like, what, 09, something like that. Maybe, no, obviously not 09, it came out beforehand, but, or did it? I honestly can't remember. Man, all the years just flow together now. Oh, and there's the one that increases in size. But yeah, you can knock off 1 or 2 of these gold blocks. It's not a big deal, but basically they take the time that you had left and multiply it by 50, and that's your score. So the more seconds you have left over, the better, obviously. But yeah, this is a pretty cool gun. Now, here, it's really not that much more useful than the Maverick. I mean, they say that the power is 12 compared to 10, but really, like I said already, that doesn't matter. And yeah, and it also only holds 6, so it's not particularly the most useful thing for this game. Now, as you saw, they allowed us to use the Vulcan. Now, the Vulcan is probably the one you're going to be using a lot. As you guys know, since the power itself doesn't really matter, the fact that it shoots 25 rounds a magazine, or a belt, technically, that's fantastic. You're not going to need anything else. I mean, using a gun that only has 6 in its clip is kind of ridiculous when you think about it. It's like, well, I could just use one that has 25 and just totally spam spam bullets at the screen until all these are knocked off. So that's another thing you have to think about when getting a gold rank. It's like, well, do I really want to unlock the Raider, or do I want to get a gold? Because if I was going for all gold, I'd be using that Vulcan almost every time. Anytime I get a chance, for sure. Now, I have noticed that some weapons, you know, ones that shoot different darts, like this one's still just micro darts, so there's nothing special about it. But, what was I saying? Yeah, some will knock them off harder or faster than others will, but really it just comes down to the dart count. Now, this one's called the Raider CS6. Now, actually, when I was talking about the Maverick last episode, I said it was called the REV because it's a revolver. Now, it's REV6 because it holds 6 in the barrel. Now, this one's called the CS6 because it's a clip. I believe that stands for clip system. It's called a clip system because obviously it has a clip. You can see it there on the side, that little orange thing. But basically, it holds 6 as well. Now, in real life, which I'm actually surprised they didn't do this in the game, you can get different clip sizes. You can get bigger ones. I believe there's one that can go up to 25, so it's like, if you can do that for the Raider, that'd be pretty ideal, honestly, but yeah, so there we go. Oh, forgot about that block. Alright, we're good. Oh, no, we're not good? God, I keep missing a little one. There we go. But yeah, basically, we've already beaten his score by a lot.
Were you even trying? That was easy. Let me know when you want to try again.
Now, Shane says that, like, every other time. 50% of the time, he'll say exactly that. He has, like, 3 possible lines, and there isn't much to it. But basically, we unlock the new blaster, the Raider. Yay. Now, I haven't actually made it clear what we're doing. Oh, but I got a silver. Didn't expect that. But yeah, you shoot the door that you want to go to. I thought that was kind of obvious, but, you know, whatever. Now, this weapon I like. It's not a real weapon, but we'll go over it in a second.
Crusher SADG, with a constant stream of massive ballistic balls at a rate of 3 balls per second. The demolition potential of this top secret blaster is off the charts.
Yeah, so there we go. We got massive ballistic balls that we're shooting, and it's unlimited ammo, of course. I mean, just like everything else. That's something I should have pointed out. You have unlimited ammo. You just shoot and then until you have to reload. This thing doesn't have to reload, which makes it very ideal for a lot of stages. 3 balls a second, see 90 power, but really, it seems to make a difference with this one because it's shooting balls instead of darts. So, I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't seem to make that much of a difference to me. But this thing is very, very useful, especially in onslaught missions.
Onslaught. Survive wave after wave of dangerous robots until the gold block appears. Then blast it to finish the round.
Alright, so here we are. Now, this is going to be a different type of game, which we'll get into in a second. But basically, you're going to be looking for those little green shield power-ups, which will restore your health. The red ones are explosive dart power-ups. They basically make your darts explosive, or your balls explosive, which is pretty cool. The super dart power-up, I actually don't know what that does, so we'll see. But this is basically a round I was talking about, you know, with...
You are doing well, but this is a Nerf blaster. Let's go.
Yeah. I just wanted to hear him talk because the story in this game is just so amazing. Right? My god, it's actually quite horrible. But yeah, basically with this one you just hold down B and you'll just be shooting forever. And these balls are very effective. They don't shoot as quick as the darts do, and that's basically a big downside to this. So when these enemies are moving around like this, we're not really able to do much to them. But once they're coming right for us like this, it's really easy. Yeah, basically, enemies will be holding those power-ups. So see, there's one. That one's just a 5,000 point bonus. So you'll want to hit those if you want to go for the best ranks. They basically make or break your round. Yeah, basically, enemies are going to be holding power-ups, like the explosive power-up and the shield power-up and all that. They're going to be holding those, and then you either shoot it from them, or you can shoot them themselves, and then they'll drop it on the ground. You have to shoot it. And they do disappear over time, so try to get them as fast as you can. Now that way, and I mean that time I really didn't need the health, but I figured why not. Doesn't really matter, I'm owning. But see, just hit the gold block there. I didn't actually mean to hit it immediately, but basically if you don't hit the gold block, the round will continue until there's basically no enemies left. And that's how you can get gold rank on this mission. So basically the speed doesn't matter because we're not timed, but like, if you go for that gold block too early, then you're not going to get that gold. Now, when it pops up this time, I'll show you. So, you know, last time I couldn't. Okay, come on, hit the 5,000. So yeah, we're going to be encountering a few different enemies. I don't know their names. I doubt many people do. But basically, they're all very simple. These guys that are floating, the blue ones, you basically hit them and it takes care of all of them. At least that's what it feels like. These guys, these flying guys that carry these are usually pretty harmless, as you might have seen in, you know, whatever, Revolt of the Machines. They just kind of hang around there and just let you hit them if you want. They're never really hostile. These guys are going to be the thing you encounter most often in these stages because they fly. Well, I guess a lot of them fly, actually. There's very few that don't. Yeah, basically we can hit the gold block anytime, which I do because I just want to get through it. I mean, I know I'm going to get enough to make it through, so I'm not really worried. Yeah, basically each time you end a round, you're going to switch to a new position, which is kind of silly because it's like, well, couldn't they just show up from behind me now and take me out that way? Yeah, sure, I guess. But I mean, it's not like this game is really known for its realism, you know, using Nerf guns to destroy robots. And it's also not known for its story, which is very simple. As you saw in Komodo's story, or Komodo, I don't care. I honestly don't give a shit. He's, you know, it doesn't really go into them all that much. I mean, you only see what they say, which every single person you go against, including yourself, are just cocky as hell. I mean, that's probably not too hard to see. Everyone thinks they're the best. Everyone's like, oh, let me know when you want to try again. It's like, okay, come on. Let's just be cool here. But, seriously. But yeah, basically, so, as we saw from his story, his dad's obviously into martial arts. And, he's either Japanese or Chinese, some sort of Asian, you know. Not trying to be racist, I'm just stating the fact. But, yeah, basically, you know, his dad's into martial arts, and he obviously wants him to be into it as well. Which, I'm sure he is. But he doesn't want him to be into guns or anything like that, or cowboys. So, it kind of makes you feel sympathetic in a way. I mean, like, I kind of had that. I mean, my dad's, you know, totally anti video games, really. Like, he thinks they're the dumbest thing you can do. That and highly modifying cars. But, you know, that's a totally different thing. I can't give that up. But, yeah, growing up, he totally didn't support my video game habit. Which, I mean, it's not like he actively, you know, went against me. He just didn't like it. But, you know, he comes from, you know... I was born in Bosnia too, technically, but you know he didn't have video games growing up. He just doesn't understand. So, you know, I don't hold it against him really. It's not like I'm like, oh, you don't let me express myself, because he did. You know, it's not like he actively stopped me from buying video games. But so I mean, I guess it's not as bad as Komodo's situation, where his dad just isn't letting him do what he wants. But I mean, that's just a traditional way to be. I mean, it's not a unique situation. So I guess that's kind of the point. But that's basically all you see into the life of Komodo and the other three strikers. I mean, really, that's all it is. So, I mean, I guess you can call the story interesting. I mean, it's really not a story. I mean, I can't emphasize that enough. But anyway, we'll just go for that gold block and finish this up.
Okay, one more beating like that, and you're gonna have to start paying me for lessons. Go brush up and try me again when you're ready.
By the way, I didn't explain it, but that purple block that has a 3x on it, that gives you 3 times score for some time. I don't know how much time, but yeah, I figured that was pretty self-explanatory, but you should never assume that in a walkthrough. Just explain everything. It's just easier. But yeah, in case you haven't noticed, our face pops up on top of the door when we complete it. Anyway, here's a new weapon, which I actually like.
Spartan NCS-12. The name alone can strike fear. A huge load capacity of 12 rounds and a blazing fast triple burst mode capable of delivering over 9 darts per second. Make this blaster the envy of every N-Strike elite.
Alright, now, basically, I don't know if this gun actually existed in real life, because not every gun in here has existed. Like, the Crusher, that's not in real life. Now, like I said, I haven't been with the Nerf scene for a few years, so I can't remember if this one's real. I don't believe so, but NCS, I can't remember what that means exactly, but I'm pretty sure that means it's an extended clip, you know, holding 12 rather than 6. Or something like that. I honestly don't know, but this one's pretty cool. It's a triple burst, and that just sounds awesome. So we'll get into it right now.
Commandeer, blast the magnospheres to color them. Blasting a fully colored sphere will cause it to explode. Experiment with the paint gun floating over the playfield. Trust me, it will be worth the effort.
All right, so here we are.
You are doing well, but this is a Nerf blast.
See, he's saying the exact same thing as before. It's not really a thing. But yeah, basically here we are. triple shot. Now this is actually very useful for this, but again, it's kind of like you should go for the Vulcan if you absolutely have to make a choice, because then you can just shoot forever. Now you are timed, and you have, I don't know exactly how many darts you have to hit them with, but eventually they will explode, and you want them all to explode. Now, a downside to having that triple burst, of course, is that you really only have 4 shots, because you can't choose to shoot a single time. You have to shoot 3 at once. So, that's kind of a problem. Yeah, it's basically telling you what score you need. It's really not that hard to figure out. I'm going to shoot that paint gun a little bit. It helps out a little. I mean, he's saying it'll be worth the effort. It's, like, honestly, for my first few times playing this, I didn't even know it existed, so, yeah. But you know, I've actually been thinking about doing a walkthrough on this game for a long time now. Not, like, in a serious way, but, you know, back when I was really into Nerf, I was like, oh, I should do this someday. And I knew it was short and it's easy, and it's just fun to watch, fun to play. I figured, you know, maybe I'll be able to do it someday, but I honestly didn't think of it this soon. I mean, I didn't think it would happen this soon. But yeah, Bosniancheese and I were talking, we were like, I wonder what we can do, you know, we got a whole month, but he and I, we actually have a lot more on our plate. We still have about 20 episodes left to record for our main collaboration walkthrough, and as you guys know, the first Monday of every month he's going to be doing NBA 2K gameplays, so we've got to record a few of those before he leaves for the summer. And basically the same goes for our other collaboration walkthrough, and we got a few other things we got to do as well. And so basically at this point we have like a little less than a month before he leaves, so it's kind of a big deal to get it all done. And I was like, you know, I don't think you and I should do a small collaboration walkthrough because that'll just add too much to our plate. So I thought, hey, why don't I just do it? You know, nice and easy. Yeah, in case you haven't noticed, the platform's been moving. Yeah, that's a thing that happens. But yeah, I mean, when they're moving a lot, it gets kind of difficult to hit them because, I mean, the darts aren't instant. They're not as fast as they could be. You know, not like real bullets, which is realistic, I suppose. Let's not even talk about realism in this game. But yeah, you know, this game, I think it got like a 7 out of 10 by IGN. But I mean, if you look up like people reviews, you know, real reviews, it's like, this game sucks because it's really repetitive. I mean, these 5 events that we're playing, we're gonna be playing the same 5 events, just, you know, with slight tweaks all the time.
Is it over already? I was just heating up. I'm ready to go again anytime you.
There we go. That was his 3rd saying. We've heard all 3 already. Wow. But yeah, so basically, yep, we got the Spartan. I actually didn't say its name. It's Spartan, but you know, Bob said it. So yeah, and we're actually kind of in this video a little bit already, but we're actually gonna go into standoff. We're gonna do the 4th one. Why not? No reason to leave just a little bit left off for him. Yeah, this is a sniping mission. So here's our snipers, and then we got this.
Longshot CS6, the largest and most accurate Nerf blaster you can get your well-trained hands on. It can hold up to 6 shots between loads, fire at 2 darts per second, and boasts an impressive sniper scope.
Alright, well there we go. So the Longshot CS6, you know, again, clip system, holds 6. It was one of my dream guns growing up. I always wanted one, but you know, they were just a little bit too expensive for a toy. Something like 40 bucks. I was like, I don't know. I could just get 2 recons for that price. So that was kind of my thinking growing up. But basically, yeah, sniping mission. It's gonna be pretty self-explanatory, but we'll see.
Standoff. Listen carefully, and I will tell you which robots to eliminate. Don't hesitate, and don't make a mistake, or they will fire back.
Alright, now this game is pretty self-explanatory. Bob is gonna tell you what colors to shoot. Sometimes he'll tell you just 1 color, sometimes he'll tell you 2 colors. And you have to shoot all the robots colored accordingly. Now if you shoot the wrong color, there's no real penalty, but the robots will start firing at you. Also, if you wait too long or take too long to destroy the right robots, they will also start firing at you. So, yeah.
You show great spirit, but prepare to meet your destiny.
The red robots.
Man, this gun's so cool.
Blast the blue robots.
Yeah, I mean, here, you know, since we only have 6 rounds, I recommend reloading each time you finish a wave. So just shoot both, reload.
Blast the yellow robots.
Now, even though a lot of events will be similar, they will get more difficult as we go along. So I mean, you know, the next chamber will definitely be harder, and then the third, and then the fourth. You know, it just gets more and more difficult.
Blast the red robots.
Red again. Now, oh, see, he was starting to light up like that. First of all, that gives you an idea of which robot you're actually supposed to be shooting at, because it's like, oh, if you forgot and you can't read the bottom of the screen and you can't listen, look, we're lighting up. Like, I'll give you a chance to see it. Should be doing it any second. Okay, I guess not. I don't know. But whatever, we were losing time. Had to shoot. See, there they are lighting up. Now, sometimes they'll hide right behind the blue, but like I said, oh shit, he's starting to shoot me. Wasn't expecting that. Come on. Okay, literally, how'd I shoot through you? Come back here. And yeah, you can't control when you zoom in or not. It just kind of does it for you, which is, you know, oh shoot, why am I shooting the red? Which actually feels kind of pointless. I don't know about you. Come on. Gotta hit this green guy. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, this is probably already self-explanatory because you're obviously watching me. Okay, I'm really sucking here. Come on, hit him. But in these modes, your sniper does one-hit kills no matter what. So that's nice. So you don't have to shoot a million times. You just kind of do it. Yeah, hide behind the other robot I'm supposed to hit. Come on, come on, come on. It's kind of difficult when they're moving. Yeah, these ones, for me at least, probably take the most concentration. So, I mean, if I don't talk as much during them, that's why, because I'm totally sucking. Okay, seriously. Alright. See, like, sections like this, it makes no sense. Why would you zoom me out? Just keep me in there. Yeah, I mean, if you want to give yourself a little bit of an extra challenge, I guess you can shoot all the robots you're not supposed to hit first, and then hit the ones you're supposed to, you know, just for fun, I guess, but... I mean, I'm not really an overachiever. I just kind of do what I want. If you knew me, you'd know that.
Is it over already? I was just heating up. I'm ready to go again anytime you are.
Now we have unlocked the last chamber. And you'll get a little cutscene like that every time. But actually, we're going to tackle that in the next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Nerf and Strike. And I hope you'll stick around for next time. See you then.